So today I want to talk about theft, basically thieves. Hello guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to the video. So today I want to talk about theft, basically thieves, okay? But not the aggressive types. I don't want to talk about people who use aggression to steal. I want to talk about some other kind of people, a new breed. Well, I think they've been around for a while, but their job is very promiscuous and people don't really know about it. This is people who hypnotize you into giving away your things. And I know this may sound like some magic trick or some voodoo, and maybe you don't believe in it, but it is true. There are people out there who can actually convince you to give your money to them. I don't know how they do it, but I know that it is possible because I've heard a lot of stories and so many testimonies of it happening, and it has happened to me 3 times. Now they weren't successful none of the times because, well, I realized it, halfway, and I was out of there. Everybody is trying to hustle here, everyone, and not everyone is doing the right thing. So sometime last year, there was the first time one of them approached me. Like, it was someone who approached me and he said he was from Congo and he was asking for directions, which is what they typically do. Most of the times it's someone who doesn't know where he's going or is trying to get somewhere and doesn't have directions, so they ask you. So according to his story, he left from Congo and now he was trying to get to Yaoundé because his brother was there. And just as he was explaining, some mysterious guy just added, apparently according to the scenario, it's someone who overheard the conversation and is trying to help him to get to Yaoundé or wherever he wants to get to. And as time progressed, he started explaining his story, which they will explain even if you don't ask, which in some way always leads to money. Okay, it always has to end up with money. In this case, he was trying to say that he had some money which he needed to change, right? And then change into our currency and blah blah blah. If we helped him, he was going to give us a certain percentage. And the moment he started saying that, I just walked away. What I usually do is I just tell them, okay, fine. So if this guy who just came knows where you want to go, well, he can help you and you guys can share your profit or whatever. I have somewhere to be, okay? And the reason I do this is because you don't want to be mean. Maybe someone might actually need help, so you have to stay and listen before you realize that it's not help they want, then you leave. The second time was another person who came up to me and he said he had won a PMUC betting and he wanted to know where the office was. He wanted to get to the post where he withdraws and blah blah blah. And the moment I said I don't know where the place is, boom, someone just mysteriously shows up and knows where the place is and also plays PMUC, reads what he had, tells him the amount, and they're like and then soon enough you start hearing like, okay fine, I'm going to direct you to the place, and if you cash it out you might share this. And then they explain it to me like, okay fine, if we go, all the 3 of us go there, then I have this percentage, this all I want to get this percentage. And I'm like, okay, you know what, if you know where the place is, you can take him, I'm fine. The thing is, immediately I hear money, people don't want to talk about their money like that. Nobody just talks about their money business, okay? That's how you're always going to know it's fake, because they're going to start talking about their financial transactions, and nobody in this world just exposes their financial transaction to 2 strangers like that, okay? And somehow it's always going to end up with them giving you a percentage if you follow them or whatever. Now there are different strategies or ways that these people act. Sometimes they might come up to you and someone is pretending to be a pastor. Sometimes they might come up to you and they are trying to act like they're from a certain corporation and they need help. But at the end of the day, it's always going to require you to spend money rather than actually making money, because they're going to get to a stage where they want you to help them open something. For example, if I'm just guessing here because I didn't allow it to get to that stage, but probably if I had helped the guy from Congo, maybe we would get to where he wanted to go to, and he would get to a point where I needed to maybe help him, or both of us needed to help him open the account. Maybe the money that he had was in a blocked account and he's trying to set it free so that he can actually exchange the money. But realize that all the time it's always going to be you spending money. And if you're greedy, you're going to get convinced that these people actually want to help you, and you go out there and you start getting money from your house, you start getting money selling your things to go give them, and you will not realize it until it's too late. Okay, it's happened to countless number of people, and I don't know how they do it, but the moment you're interested and you're going forward, that greed, they just tap you in, and you end up spending money and not getting anything in return, of course, because they're going to just vanish. So I mean, you might not believe it, that's totally fine with me. If you don't believe it, that's great, but if you do, always be cautious, stay safe.